Chic Spring Summer Outfits for Women Over 40 Elegant Style Guide. Introduction. Redefining elegance after 40. Welcome to Timeless Chic Studio, where I believe style only gets better with time, confidence, and clarity. Today, I want to explore something that I feel is often misunderstood: chic spring summer outfits for women over 40. I think there's a quiet transformation that happens at this stage, where style becomes less about trends and more about identity. What I find interesting is how elegance begins to feel effortless rather than intentional. So what truly defines chic style after 40 in 2026? The shift toward intentional dressing. I think one of the most beautiful changes after 40 is the move toward intentional dressing. In my experience, women begin to choose pieces with purpose rather than impulse. What I find interesting is how this shift creates a more cohesive and refined wardrobe. Unlike younger years filled with experimentation, there's a sense of clarity now, and that clarity naturally leads to elegance. Why simplicity feels more powerful? I think simplicity becomes incredibly powerful at this stage of life. In my experience, overly complicated outfits can feel distracting rather than stylish. What I find interesting is how clean lines and minimal details often create the strongest impression. It's not about doing less, it's about doing exactly what's needed. And that precision defines sophistication. The role of fabric in elevating style. I think fabric choice is one of the most underrated elements of chic dressing. In my experience, high-quality materials instantly elevate even the simplest outfit. What I find interesting is how breathable fabrics like linen and cotton blends feel both luxurious and practical. Unlike synthetic materials, they move naturally with the body, and that movement adds to the overall elegance. Soft color palettes that enhance elegance. I think color plays a subtle but powerful role in creating a chic look. In my experience, softer tones like creams, pastels, and muted neutrals feel more refined than bold, overpowering shades. What I find interesting is how these colors enhance natural beauty rather than compete with it. Unlike loud prints, they create harmony, and that harmony feels timeless. Fit over trends, the real secret. I believe fit is the true secret to elegant style, especially after 40. In my experience, even the most expensive outfit can lose its impact if it doesn't fit well. What I find interesting is how tailored pieces create confidence without effort. It's not about following trends, it's about understanding your body, and that understanding changes everything. The beauty of effortless silhouettes. I think relaxed yet structured silhouettes are key for spring and summer dressing. In my experience, overly tight or overly loose clothing can disrupt balance. What I find interesting is how flowing dresses or softly tailored trousers create a sense of ease. Unlike rigid styles, they allow movement and comfort, and that comfort translates into confidence. surprising insight about minimalism. Here's something I've come to realize. Minimalism doesn't mean boring, it means intentional. I think many people misunderstand this concept. In my experience, fewer pieces often create a stronger visual impact. What I find interesting is how minimal outfits allow personality to shine through. Isn't that what true style is about? Day-to-night versatility. I think versatility becomes more important than ever in a well-curated wardrobe. In my experience, the best outfits transition seamlessly from day to evening. What I find interesting is how small changes can redefine a look. A simple accessory or shoe swap can elevate the entire outfit. That flexibility is both practical and stylish. Accessories that refine, not overwhelm. I think accessories should enhance an outfit, not dominate it. In my experience, subtle pieces often have the greatest impact. What I find interesting is how a delicate necklace or structured handbag can complete a look effortlessly. Unlike excessive layering, simplicity feels more refined. And refinement is key to elegance. Confidence as the ultimate style element. I believe confidence is the most important element of any outfit. In my experience, how you wear something matters more than what you wear. What I find interesting is how confidence transforms even the simplest look into something memorable. Unlike trend-driven styling, confidence is timeless. And that's what truly stands out. Comparing trends versus timeless style. Unlike most people who chase seasonal trends, I think timeless style offers a deeper sense of satisfaction. In my experience, trends can feel exciting but often lack longevity. What I find interesting is how classic pieces continue to feel relevant year after year. They evolve subtly without losing their essence, and that consistency builds a strong personal style. The emotional connection to clothing. I think clothing becomes more personal with time. In my experience, outfits begin to reflect not just taste but life experience. What I find interesting is how certain pieces carry emotional meaning. Unlike fast fashion, timeless pieces feel connected to who you are. And that connection adds depth to style. Common mistakes to avoid. I think one common mistake is trying to dress younger rather than dressing authentically. In my experience, this approach often feels forced. What I find interesting is how embracing your current stage of life creates a more natural elegance. It's not about age, it's about confidence and clarity, and that shift is powerful. Why comfort and style must coexist. I think comfort and style should never be seen as opposites. In my experience, the best outfits combine both effortlessly. What I find interesting is how comfort enhances confidence rather than diminishing it. Unlike restrictive clothing, comfortable pieces allow you to move freely, and that freedom is part of elegance. Building a signature look. I believe developing a signature style is incredibly valuable after 40. In my experience, it simplifies decision-making and creates consistency. What I find interesting is how a signature look evolves naturally over time. It's not forced, it's discovered. And once you find it, everything becomes easier. The influence of lifestyle on style choices. I think lifestyle plays a significant role in shaping personal style. In my experience, clothing needs to align with daily routines and activities. What I find interesting is how practicality can enhance elegance rather than limit it. Unlike unrealistic fashion ideals, real-life style feels authentic. And authenticity is always chic. My personal perspective on chic dressing. Personally, I think chic style after 40 is about refinement rather than reinvention. In my experience, it's about enhancing what already works. What I find interesting is how small adjustments can make a big difference. It's not about changing everything. It's about improving what you have. And that mindset creates confidence. Is elegance something you can learn? I often wonder whether elegance is something you're born with or something you develop. I think it's a combination of both. In my experience, awareness and intention play a huge role. What I find interesting is how anyone can cultivate elegance over time. So do you believe style is something you learn or something you naturally have? Conclusion: embracing your timeless chic style. As I reflect on chic spring-summer style for women over 40, I think it's ultimately about embracing who you are. In my experience, the most elegant women are those who feel comfortable and confident in their choices. What I find interesting is how simplicity, quality, and intention come together to create something truly timeless. So let me ask you, what does chic style mean to you at this stage of life? If you enjoyed this conversation, don't forget to subscribe to Timeless Chic Studio for more insights into elegant, confident living.